What's up, everybody? I'm back. I know it's only been like a few hours, but I'm back, and it was a long night. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that if you're not caught up to date, you can always check the link below, and that's to my previous video where I pretty much tell you the happenings of what happens prior to the Veto competition. So yeah, if you're interested, please go watch that one first, and then come back to this one. I think it's pretty good. Anyhow, so yeah, this is Cesar's Reality World, and I'm Cesar, so welcome. And yeah, let's get this started, right? So basically, feeds come on, and we see Nicole crying again. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of Nicole, to be honest. She's just, all she does is cry and whine, and she, yeah, I don't even know what she's doing there anymore. I'm ready for her to go, because she's no help for Janelle anyways, and I'm Team Janelle. But she pretty much turned on her, so she can go. But regardless, she's crying, and she's talking to Kevin, and she's embarrassed because how poor she did. I guess she only lasted 36 seconds in the competition, so she's embarrassed. And Kevin pretty much, you know, tries to cheer her up and whatnot, but it's Nicole, so that wasn't happening. Anyhow, so we move on, and then we find out that Memphis won the POV. Yay! I don't know if that's a good yay or not, because here's the deal. Um, Now the whole house is like, it's spiraling out of control, and they don't really know what's gonna happen. We obviously know that there are two sides. Well, there's one big old side, and then there's in case they're on the other. So, and they're both pushing for a backdoor for either one for Janelle to go, and the other one's for Nicole to go. So we'll see what happens, but not a problem. We'll talk about that later on. We see Christmas and Cody talking. Christmas is pretty much talking about how Janelle only tells half the stories. Well, Christmas and Cody are talking about that, and they don't really trust them. Then Christmas asks Cody what he thinks about Enzo, and Cody doesn't really say much. All he says is, "Oh yeah, we click because we have the jersey thing going on," but that's pretty much it. He avoids anything that has to do with them being grouped up. So I guess it's covering for Enzo. I don't know. Yeah, but Christmas is kind of talking a little bit about Enzo, how she caught him listening to people's conversation before, and I don't know if she should be talking that much, just because Enzo and Cody do have that final two, so I don't know. But yeah, they keep talking about how Janelle and Kaiser aren't really trustworthy, and Cody's not happy about it. They also start talking about Day, how she's passive aggressive, and that's why she never really lasts in the game, and how they don't really trust her. And then they bring Bane to the circle, and pretty much say they don't really trust either one of them. They're flip floppers, and they think it's funny because Memphis. They don't know that Memphis know that they're flip floppers, but obviously he knows that they are. So yeah, they're a little bit worried about them, which it's understandable because, in all honesty, they are flip floppers. They're going back and forth. I mean, so they gotta be careful with that because it could bite them in the butt. Then that's all they talk about. Nothing really all important. They're just talking. Then Bailey and Day get together. They start talking, and pretty much we find out that Day isn't really trusting Danny that much anymore, because I guess everything she talks to her about Cody, somehow Cody comes back today and tells her, which pretty much confirms that Danny is telling Cody everything, and they don't really like that too much. I guess Bailey tells Day as well that Tyler came up to her and started talking to her about forming a group with everybody but Danny, because Tyler doesn't really trust Danny, and they seem to like the idea. Also, another thing that you guys should know is that they also mentioned that for some reason, the stuff that Kaiser has told him is adding up. So I'm pretty sure that Day is kind of opening her eyes about the whole Danny situation and that alliance. They don't really trust them all that much. They don't really trust Cody either all that much. At one point, Cody did talk to both of them, and the conversation went nowhere. Nobody's letting information out. And I mean, yeah, they did say, yeah, you know what, keep me updated if you hear anything and whatnot, but they're not really doing that for each other. So I don't think that's really working out. And I'm pretty sure Danny isn't, not Danny, and they isn't really all that happy with Cody at the moment. So that's that. But I do feel like they are leaning more towards the Janelle and Kaiser side. But it's too early. We'll see, because the veto competition hasn't even started yet. I mean, the veto meeting hasn't happened yet, so who knows what's gonna happen there, right? Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tricky. Then we also have Danny and Nicole F at this point. They're talking. Nicole is upset because she invited Janelle to her wedding outside of the game, and now Janelle's talking about backdooring her. So she starts crying and whining, typical Nicole. And yeah, she keeps bringing it up to everybody. And by the way, the reason why she found out is because Danny told her, but then she also told Danny that Ian knew about the backdoor plan. And this all started because Nicole opened her mouth, and Nicole told one person, and that person told the other, and telephone game. So basically now everybody in the house and their mom knows about the backdoor plan that Janelle wants to do. They're not really sure if Memphis ever said it or if it just came out of Janelle's mouth. We know that Memphis never said it. We know that it's Janelle pushing for it, but they don't really know. So they may use this to go talk to Memphis and maybe, try to backdoor someone. I mean, when I say they, I don't mean they and Bailey anymore. I just say them as in like people overall. I'm talking about like that big alliance, Danny, Nicole, Cody, and them. That's who I mean. They may go up to Memphis and be like, hey, this is what's going on. What's happening? Are you serious? Blah, 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 blah. And then, they may convince Memphis to do it, to backdoor Janelle. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, to be honest, because I don't see Janelle out of trouble just yet. I do feel like these girls are going to get into Memphis's ear and head, and then pretty much they're going to convince him. Not only the girls, but Cody too, and then so everybody. I'm pretty sure they're going to get to him. And if you think about it, I mean, it's a lot of them against one person. And I mean, if I'm Memphis and I don't know that these people don't trust me already, and I still think that I'm like good with them and tight and we have this perfect alliance, I would backdoor Janelle. That's just me though, because why piss them off when Janelle and Kaiser aren't winning anything and it's only two of them, and he knows that the whole house isn't really liking them, so they got nobody. So why not just take a shot and get her out? But I don't know, because Memphis is very stubborn anyway. So I don't know if Memphis is going to do it. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. He seems stubborn. He seems to not want to do anything. He wants to leave the nominations alone. But then again, it's gonna be hard to do that when he's got like 6 other people pushing for the back door. So we will see what happened there. David and Nicole were talking as well. David kinda wants to approach Memphis with the whole backdoor situation too. The problem, this is what I got from it, okay? This is not what he said. This is just my opinion on it. I feel like David wants to do that to try to save Nicole, and himself. But the only thing they're not really sure about is who's Memphis' real target is. because they don't really know who Memphis is working with. They know that Memphis doesn't like either one of them. They say how it's hard to talk to him and they can't get through him. So they don't really know anything. So Nicole did tell David, well, Janelle told me that Memphis wants Nicole F out. So I feel like that's a tricky situation right there, just because if they don't approach Memphis with the right name, it could backfire. And then, you know what? I feel like the house could be like, they could have a house meeting today. I don't know. We will see. Just because everybody knows about the Janelle backdoor plan. And Nicole pretty much started all this. Nicole's supposed to be on Janie's side, according to Janie. Janie doesn't know that Nicole did all this. So if she hears all this, Nicole is pretty much done. So I don't think she made the right move by spilling her beans to everybody. I also think that at this point, why not just trust Janelle? I mean, she's got nothing to lose right now, right? If you think about it, she's already on the block. Her best friend or whatever is David. The other one is Kevin. Kevin doesn't do anything. David, well, he could be gone if she stays. So, and then nobody really likes her or trusts her anyhow. So, might as well just trust someone. And if Janelle is telling you that she's working with you, why not trust her? Because either she's working with you or you're gone. So, I mean, either way, she really doesn't have that many options. So, I mean, she made it a mess all on her own too, if you think about it. I don't think she meant to do it. She just not. I think this game is too big for her, to be honest. Especially this season. That's what I meant by that. I don't mean the game as a whole. I think this season, she's playing with big people. So, not sure about that. Cody and Enzo talk. They don't really trust Danny. Well, Enzo for sure doesn't trust Danny. And he pretty much told Cody that he talked to Tyler and they were talking about forming a group, but without Danny. They don't want Danny in it. So I'm not really sure where Danny stands right now with everybody. I feel like she got caught. Like, people already know what's up with her. So she's got to be careful with that. That's pretty much it. Nothing really happened because as soon as the veto happened, Memphis went to bed and then people just went to bed. It was a long night. So strategy-wise, nothing much has happened. They're just basically just talking everywhere. So we'll see what happens after everybody wakes up. But yeah, please subscribe if you like this video. Like it. I need all the subscriptions possible. So hook me up. Comment below. Let me know if I missed stuff. Let me know if I'm wrong. I do not claim to be the know-it-all. So I'm just a person from Joker's Update. All right, those are my people over there. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong, if I missed something. And yeah, let's talk about this. All right. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe. And I'll see you all later. I'll let you know what's up. Deuces. Bye.